the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes.
Lofts one high and deep. And that pass picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Strickland. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. You like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Turns it loose. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just destroying his way through the field. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Strickland. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That QB is lucky that ball wasn't picked. You just cannot lob the football, especially when you're throwing it down the middle of the field like that.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And they got him for the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
After 41 yard line. And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, UCLA 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Strickland. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Bruins are rolling down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's right on target. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Feeling some heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. that completion on the out route. He's immediately, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant phone session.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball.
There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard of the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easy. Put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea.
And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Razorbacks. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in 1 play. Just execute the offense.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Bug meet windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
The give on the inside.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's looking for a man on second down. Back open in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking to the big tight end. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it away.
At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Oh, what a... They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. And they pull it off. Opens, just causing wreckage in the secondary. And there's the tackle, but the fake field goal works well enough to pick up a first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also, momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. They're trying to slam it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they...
Striving for the goal line, loose football. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Arkansas 29, UCLA 16.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball.
Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Toss to the outside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Try to barge their way in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the tight end. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On second down, he'll fire. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman. You think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need. all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
He's got the tight end. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on first and 10. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, what a cut! They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas 37, UCLA 16.
First down to start the drive after the break. Caught behind the line. It's Woodhead. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On second down, just keeps firing. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the route is on. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts,
it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out fast. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yards. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Got a man in the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, UCLA! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 17.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a wide open receiver. Off he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the stomping has commenced. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can.
And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what?
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. On 1st down, here comes this offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. The quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
No, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.